Hi friends, today we are going to tell you about a great navigator, Fernand Magellan, whose expedition changed the way the world was seen forever. Magellan is the man who proved that the Earth is round and discovered new sea routes. You will learn how secret maps helped him find his way to the Strait of Magellan and how he was the first to cross the Pacific Ocean, overcoming the doldrums, hunger, and disease. Magellan was no stranger to hardship and danger. On his voyage, he encountered mutinies among his crew, and he managed to quell the rebellions, demonstrating outstanding leadership and determination. Legends tell of his encounters with sea monsters that threatened his ships, adding to the drama of his voyage. We will also tell the story of how only one ship of the 5 that started the expedition returned to Spain. That ship, the Victoria, brought back only 18 of the original 270 crew members, completing the circumnavigation of the globe and proving the success of the mission. Magellan reached the Philippines, where he died at the Battle of Mactan, intervening in a local conflict. His death was a tragedy for the expedition, but his work was continued by his subordinates. There is speculation that Magellan's circumnavigation of the globe was part of a secret mission by the King of Spain to discover new lands and take control of important trade routes. These and other fascinating facts await you ahead. We'll dive into the details of his life, discuss his incredible accomplishments, and discover many interesting stories. So stay tuned. It's going to be incredibly interesting. Subscribe to our channel, give us likes, and press the bell so you don't miss new, inspiring stories. Fernand Magellan was born around 1480 in Portugal to a noble family. From a young age, he was attracted to seafaring and the discovery of new lands. He entered the service of the royal court, where he received his education and first experience in maritime expeditions. As a young man, Magellan participated in Portuguese military campaigns in India and Malacca, which gave him valuable experience and knowledge of navigation. In 1517, Magellan offered his services to King Charles I of Spain, as the Portuguese king refused to support his plans to open a western route to the Spice Islands. After receiving the support of the Spanish crown, Magellan assembled an expedition of 5 ships and 270 men, setting out on his famous circumnavigation of the globe in 1519. His expedition faced many challenges, but was the first to cross the Pacific Ocean and prove that the Earth was round. Fernand Magellan died in 1521 in the Philippines at the Battle of Mactan. His circumnavigation of the globe was completed by Juan Sebastian Elcano, who returned to Spain on the ship Victoria in 1522. Magellan's expedition forever changed the way the world was viewed and left an indelible mark on the history of navigation. Fernand Magellan organized and launched the first-ever circumnavigation expedition, which started on September 20, 1519, from Seville, Spain. He led a crew of 270 men on 5 ships: the Trinidad, San Antonio, Concepcion, Victoria, and Santiago. The expedition was aimed at finding a western route to the Spice Islands in Indonesia. This expedition was quite a feat and changed the way the world was viewed, proving that the Earth was round and that a western route to Asia was possible. It is believed that Magellan had access to secret maps that showed him the way to the strait, later named after him. These maps were supposedly a closely guarded secret, accessible only to a select few. In those days, information about new routes and lands was extremely valuable, and many believe it was these secret maps that helped Magellan successfully navigate through southern waters and discover the strait named after him. Magellan's expedition was the first to cross the Pacific Ocean. It was an extremely difficult and dangerous voyage. The voyagers faced long periods of doldrums when the ship stood still, shortages of food and fresh water. The crew suffered from starvation and diseases such as scurvy. The voyage across the Pacific lasted over 3 months, and many crew members lost their lives. Nevertheless, through Magellan's determination and leadership, the expedition was able to cross this vast ocean. One of Magellan's greatest achievements was the discovery of the strait that was later named in his honor. This narrow waterway between the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans allowed his expedition to reach the Pacific Ocean, bypassing the long route around South America. The Strait of Magellan was an important geographical discovery that greatly simplified sea travel between the Atlantic and the Pacific. The discovery confirmed the existence of a western route to Asia and was a key moment in the history of navigation. There is a legend that during his voyage, Magellan and his crew encountered giant sea monsters that threatened their ships. These encounters are allegedly recorded in the diaries of the crew members. Navigators of the time often encountered unknown sea creatures and phenomena that seemed monstrous and frightening to them. Although there is no definitive evidence of these encounters, such legends add to the drama and mystery of Magellan's expedition. Magellan had to face several mutinies among his crews. Throughout the expedition, sailors repeatedly expressed dissatisfaction with the sailing conditions and Magellan's command. In one attempted coup known as the Patagonian Mutiny, Magellan managed to quell the rebellion and punish the mutineers, allowing him to maintain control of the expedition. His leadership skills and tough decision-making helped him maintain discipline and continue on toward his goal. Of the 5 ships that began the expedition, only one, the Victoria, returned to Spain. This ship, under the command of Juan Sebastian Elcano, completed the circumnavigation of the globe, arriving in Spain on September 6, 1522, bringing back 18 of the original 270 crew members. The completion of the circumnavigation confirmed the success of the mission and was the greatest achievement in the history of navigation, proving that the Earth was indeed round. Legend has it that Magellan knew of the existence of hidden treasure in the Philippines, which he hoped to find and bring back to Spain. This may have been one of the reasons for his eagerness to make contact with the local rulers. The Philippines became an important stop on his journey, where he tried to establish trade relations and find ways to new resources. However, this led to his tragic death. Fernand Magellan died in the Battle of Mactan in the Philippines in 1521. He had intervened in a local conflict between chiefs, seeking to support one of them and establish his control over the islands. During a battle with the troops of the local chief Lapu-Lapu, Magellan was killed. His death was a great loss to the expedition, but his subordinates continued his work and completed the circumnavigation of the globe. There is speculation that Magellan's circumnavigation of the globe was part of a secret mission assigned to him by the King of Spain. This assignment included not only the discovery of new lands, but also the control of important trade routes. The king hoped that Magellan's expedition would bring Spain great wealth and a strategic advantage in trade with Asia. Although there is no definitive evidence for this, many believe that Magellan acted not only out of scientific interest, but also for political reasons. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give us a like. Your likes help us create even more interesting content. Write in the comments what impressed you the most, or who you would like to see the next video about. Subscribe to our channel so you don't miss new exciting stories. And be sure to click the bell to be notified about our fresh videos first. Thanks for watching and see you soon.